This video introduces transformations of graphs. This is a pretty important slide. I'd recommend you write this down. You're going to refer to it a lot. What we have is a parent function. I'm just going to throw out an absolute value function. And then we apply transformations. There are many types of transformations. There's vertical, horizontal, reflections, stretches, and compressions. So let's talk about the orange one first. If we talk about the orange functions, so these are the vertical shifts. They happen at the end of the function. So something like plus 5 at the end. What that does is a plus 5, it's going to move it up that many units. If it's a, let's say, a minus 5 or a minus 3, then it will move down that many units. So that happens at the end of the function. The next piece is the horizontal shifts. Those are things that happen to the left and the right. You want to be very careful here. Think opposite, and these happen inside the function. So the first example, if we have right 5, how this function would look would be x, and we want to move to the right 5, it would be minus 5. It happens inside the function. If we wanted something like left 5, it would be x plus 5, and that moves it to the left. Those are your horizontal shifts left and right. The third type of transformations are your reflections. These reflect about the y-axis or the x-axis. If you have a reflection about the y-axis, it's going to have a negative inside the function. If you have a x-axis reflection, the negative is going to be in front of the function. So if we had a function that was, let's say, a cubic, and we wanted to go inside the function, we'd say f of x equals negative x cubed. If we wanted to go in front of the function, that would be reflect about the x-axis of like negative and then x cubed. There's a difference there. The last two are probably the most challenging of the transformations. So let's talk about the green ones first. Vertical stretches and compressions. These happen in front of the function. They're the multipliers. And they're going to change your y values. You're going to change your y values. They're going to stretch them or they're going to compress them. And the number will always be in front. You're going to have a little number there in front of the function. If my a is greater than 1, it's going to be a stretch away from the x-axis. If it is a fraction, it's going to be a compression towards the x-axis. So an example, let's say, is like this. We have a parent function of x squared. If we have a stretch away, it would be something like this, 3x squared. If we have a compression, it would be like this, 1/3 x squared. And you're changing your y values. The last piece is your horizontal stretches and compressions. We have to reciprocate, and it happens inside the function. So big note there, it's reciprocating, it's changing your x values. If you have a stretch away, it's 1/b inside of here. And then the a stretch would be whatever that b is. And then a compression would also be 1/b, but now it would be a fraction there. And that's going to change your x values. And these happen inside the function.